We are the future of lacrosse. This is our game. We want to learn the game better, love the game more, and stay in the game longer. The game should be designed for us. We want the right lacrosse at the right time for who we are.
We are not mini adults. The game you see on TV isn't the best game for us. Yet with the right path, we'll get there.
We spoke, and U.S. Lacrosse and many other sports listened.
We want fair games. We want safe games.
We want fun games. This is what youth lacrosse looks like, and we love it.
U Lacrosse focuses on continued individual skill development as well as team concept building. Small-sided games are ideal for players to remain engaged while having fun and developing these skills. Field dimensions and lines. 10U Lacrosse is played on a cross field that is between 35 to 45 yards wide and 60 to 70 yards long. There should be at least 10 yards from the goal line to the end line. On one side of the field are the team areas where players and at least one coach from each team must remain. The field has a midline that serves as a restraining line, an 8-meter arc, a goal circle, and a goal line extended. The goal circle shall have an 8.5-foot radius that is painted on the field or marked with flat cones. Game equipment. Regulation 6x6-foot goals are used. 4x4 or 5x5-foot goals may also be used. A standard lacrosse ball that meets NOC SAE specifications must be used. Coaches and officials. Coaches must remain on the sideline in the coaches area. Officials are required for 10U games. Officials assume the timing responsibilities or designate a timekeeper. Score may be kept. Goalkeeper equipment. The goalkeeper must wear a helmet with face mask and properly secured chin strap, a separate throat protector, padded gloves, a mouthpiece, a chest protector, and padding on the shin and thighs. Player equipment. Each player must wear a mouth guard and protective eyewear. Players shall use a stick that meets USL specifications for lacrosse sticks. A modified pocket is allowed. No more than 1/2 of the ball can be seen below the sidewall. Please see Appendix B for more details on equipment specifications. Team. Each team plays with 8 players on the field. One should be a goalkeeper. If either team is unable to field a goalkeeper, both teams must play without goalkeepers. Coin toss. Prior to the start of play, the coach and one player meets with the official for a coin toss. The winner of the coin toss can choose direction of play or have the first alternate possession during the game. Timing. The game consists of 2 18-minute halves with a 5-minute halftime. Starting play. The competition starts with each team placing 7 field players and 1 goalkeeper on the field. Each team places 3 players on the 8-meter offensive end and 3 players on the 8-meter defensive end. The 7th field player is at the center to take the draw. Players must hold on 8-meter or restraining line until possession is won off the draw. The official blows the whistle to start and stop play. All players stop on the whistle. Restarting play after goals or when a ball goes into the goal circle. If a goal is scored, a goalkeeper clear restarts play. If the game is being played without a goalkeeper, the official removes the ball from the goal and gives it to a defensive player along the goal line extended. The ball is awarded to the team who was just scored upon, and the remaining players will be moved 4 meters away. This is also the proper way to restart play if the ball ends up in the goal circle and no goal is scored. Boundary. Play is stopped if the ball goes out of bounds. The team that last touched the ball or stepped out of bounds with possession loses the ball. The other team restarts play inside the boundary. The only exception to this is on a shot. The player closest to the ball when it goes out of bounds is awarded possession. Foul restarts. A team that has been fouled is awarded a free position. The player restarting the free position has 4 meters of free space around her. A whistle is blown to restart play. Substitutions. Teams may substitute on the fly. This refers to players subbing during play. The player waiting to go in shall wait in the substitution area and not enter the field until her teammate is completely off the field. Teams may also choose to sub during a stoppage of the play. Conduct during play. For 10U, player fouls fall into 3 categories: minor fouls, major fouls, and cardable fouls. 1. Minor fouls impact the fairness of play. They tend to be technical in nature, along with some misplays on the ball. 2. Major fouls impact the safety of the game. 3. Cardable fouls are considered dangerous and unsportsmanlike behavior. When a minor foul is called, the offender and all other players move 4 meters away from the player with the ball, in the direction they were when the foul was committed. The restart should be at least 12 meters from the goal circle. When a major foul is called, the offender is placed 4 meters behind the player with the ball, and all other players are at least 4 meters away from the ball, and the restart is taken at least 8 meters from the goal circle. When a player is yellow carded, she serves a 2-minute penalty. A substitute must take her place because in 10U, lacrosse teams must not play shorthanded. Cardable and misconduct fouls. When a card is given to a player, she must leave the game for the duration of her penalty time. A substitute takes her place and the sub is placed 4 meters behind the player with the ball. While cards are administered at 10U and the player serves a specific time penalty, the team does not play shorthanded. If a player receives a yellow card, she serves 2 minutes, non-releasable penalty time, and is permitted to return to the game when that time is up. If a player receives a red card, that player is not permitted to play for the remainder of the game. Contested ground balls. A loose ball shall be contested by no more than 2 players. If a third player comes into the scrum, the official shall blow the whistle and award the ball to the appropriate team via alternate possession. Covering the ball. Players may not cover the ball with their stick at any time. If this occurs, the official stops play, gives the ball to the closest opponent who has 4 meters of free space to start play. Players at 10U may not kick the ball. 1v1 defense. A player must be marking 1v1 on defense or when her team does not have the ball, meaning each player is to mark and stay with one opponent on defense, except inside the 8-meter arc. If a defensive player leaves her player to double the ball, the whistle is blown and the offending player moved back to her mark. Play is stopped immediately. Possession is given to the other team, and all players are moved at least 4 meters away from the player with the ball to start play. 3 seconds closely guarded. For safety and developmental purposes, players are not allowed to check an opponent's stick. In order to reward defenders for playing in good defensive position, the 3 seconds closely guarded rule exists. For the defender to earn the ball, she has to 1. Be in a position to make a legal check if checking were allowed, including having 2 hands on her stick. 2. Hold the checkable position for 3 seconds. If this occurs, the official stops play and gives the ball to the defender. The 3-second count ends if the ball carrier moves her stick out of checkable position. A defender that is awarded the ball for 3 seconds closely guarded good defense has 4 meters of free space to restart. The following fouls are major fouls, and therefore the offender is placed 4 meters behind the ball to restart play. Restraining line violation. Restraining line is introduced at this age level. 3 players, one being the goalkeeper, must remain behind the line when the ball is in the offensive end, and 2 players behind when the ball is in the defensive end. "3 seconds in the arc. Defense. The defender cannot remain inside the 8-meter arc unless marking an opponent within a stick's length. More than one player can be marking the ball carrier in the arc. Defensive fouls within the 8 meters may result in a direct free position on the 8-meter for the offensive team if playing with goalkeepers. Shooting space. The defender cannot obstruct the free space to goal if not marking an opponent or playing the ball carrier within a stick's length. Goal circle violations. Players are responsible for not shooting at other players and a safe follow-through on all shots. The stick cannot follow through into the goal circle. Play is stopped and possession is awarded to the offended team. The following are cardable fouls. The offender shall be removed from the game and a substitute must take her place. No contact. Checking is not permitted. Intentional stick to stick, or body-to-body contact of any type is not permitted. At this level, intentional, dangerous, or excessive contact is cardable. If there is illegal contact, it will be a major foul. Dangerous contact is a mandatory card. Shooting fouls. Players are responsible for not shooting at other players and a safe follow-through on all shots. Dangerous propel and dangerous follow-through are mandatory cards. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Unsportsmanlike conduct foul is a major foul and results in an immediate stoppage of play. The player shall be taken off the field and substituted for. The ball is awarded to the offended team. At no time should either team be playing with fewer players than their opponent.